So if you're watching this, you probably watched the Facebook channel post and you thought, you know what, I really want to be on that journey with her. And I really want to know what she's got to say. I really want to know what's going on in her life and why she's such a hot mess. So let's just get right into it. The reason why you came over here. Whether you're nosy and you just want to know what's going on with me, or you want to think, you know what, I'm unhealthy and I want to know how to make myself better. I want to know what her story is to see if she can even relate to me. So here's my story. So this past week, I was feeling extremely weak. So MS, as Stacy, originally started out because I have multiple sclerosis. And now I realize it's just, pardon my French, and this is going to be one of those things that you're just going to have to get used to is MS doesn't stand for multiple sclerosis anymore. It means my shit. Just ask Stacy. That's what this is all about. So because I have a symptom of MS, unfortunately, I have no large intestine and very little of my stomach. And so this past week, I was feeling extremely weak and just assumed it was MS and kind of blew it off. Well, woke up in the middle of the night and had to go to the bathroom because I was going to be sick and began to throw up blood and started passing blood out of a lot of the orifices of my body. Let's just go there. And so my husband the next day took me to the emergency room, and they found that I have a GI bleed. And so I had to go into the hospital, had to receive some blood transfusions. But during this whole process, I became so weak, I was too much for me to even breathe. I couldn't get up out of bed. When I would, just sitting up would get me so exhausted I'd have to sit there and pant as if I had just ran a marathon. I was so weak I couldn't walk. My husband had to carry me. He had to help me bathe, which, again, this is just being vulnerable, and these are things that not necessarily everybody needs to know or want to know, and most likely the people that are watching are the people that know me and know my husband and my family and my life. But I honestly was so weak that, again, I couldn't breathe, and I honestly did think I was just going to lay down and I was never going to wake up. And so I decided that, we don't talk. We do so many things and we don't talk about them, and we carry that stress in our lives. And so I just need you to know that if you've got a diagnosis or a disease, it's not. I'm just going to tell you, a diagnosis doesn't mean jack. What that means is that you are unwell. Somewhere in your body is unwell. You either are not giving your body what it needs, or you're giving it too much of what it doesn't need. And whether that's stress and whether you think that you're handling it, because I really thought I was handling everything well. And when the doctor said, I honestly feel that you have a bleeding ulcer, how can I? I don't eat anything that would cause that. And really, I don't have stress. If anybody that knows me, or if you've watched my previous videos, I act like I have glitter and sunshine coming out my butt all the time. But I don't. I guess I don't. I have a significant amount of stress that's going on in my life, and it's just normal life. Everybody has stress. Why is mine any different? Mine's different because it caused me to be at this point. And so regardless of whatever you're going through, just know we all have stress. It's all how we handle it. So whether you're handling it well or not, and whether you think you're handling it well or not, there is a symptom that's going on from that, whether it be pain or the symptom of type 2 diabetes or the symptom of multiple sclerosis or the symptom of migraines or the symptom of bipolar or depression. Those are symptoms. So just because they say disease, those are just symptoms of unwellness. And so my whole journey is to find out what my unwellness is. And if that leads to me not having pain, not having insomnia, obviously, not having MS, then you know what? I have taken away what my body didn't need and given it what it does. And it's not fake sunshine and happiness. It is exactly what my body needs. And that's what this whole thing was, is I prayed. I sat and prayed because I honestly thought I was not going to make it through. And thought about my family and thought about how they're going to handle things. And it was a lot. It was a lot. And I just thought, if you pull me through this, then I'm going to figure out what's going on with me. And you're going to see, and I know I have, and I'm going to have these aha moments where I realize, crap, I did that one to myself. Or if I would do that, if I, I'm stop telling people to do these things and then you not do them yourselves. Or be completely honest with myself. I am completely imperfect. And I'm going to do things every day that reinforce that. And you're going to watch these things and think, oh my God, Stacy, what were you thinking? Why did you do that? Just know that I'm going to say, I read this book and it said I should do this. And then I went out and I had a piece of chocolate when it says to avoid it. Guess what? I'm imperfect. And I'm going to need that chocolate every once in a while. And as long as I know the consequences to my decisions, then those are my decisions. And if the next day I'm even worse to my unwellness and I come and say, oh my God, what was I thinking? That's what I needed to do. I need to do that. I need to do this journey, and I'm going to stumble and I'm going to fall, and I am going to pick myself back up. I'm going to brush myself off, and I'm going to take a nice hard look at myself, and then I'm going to change something else. And while I'm doing that, anyone that does know me, or you're going to get to know me, I am a huge, huge, huge researcher. So if there's something that I'm doing or eating or following, I'm going to tell you what that is. And so I'm not brand specific, I'm research specific. So if it's something I use, I'm going to tell you. And if you don't want to use it, don't. If you use another brand, do. This is all about your wellness too. When you watch me, you're going to be like, yep, that's what I need to do. Or nope, that's not what I need to do. Or just because you do that, I don't do that. I do this other thing. Hey, whatever works for you, do it. Because I'm going to do whatever works for me, regardless of what works for somebody else. So, again, now I digress. But this whole journey, when I sat there and thought I was going to die, it really is. You take a nice hard look at yourself and say, are you really the person that you're portraying, or are you an imperfect person and you just need to own your shit? Pick up your big girl panties and fix it. And there isn't anybody else at fault. There isn't anybody else that's going to do it for you. It's got to be you. And so that's where I'm at. The next day I got out of the hospital and was still completely weak. But I did what I could, when I could, and I didn't beat myself up about it anymore. Because you know what? I had no control over it. And the next day I'm stronger. And the next day I'm going to be stronger. And then today I feel like crap again. And I'm suffering with insomnia, which means in my mind, and I know it is stress related, I need to get to the root of that. Because if you're not getting enough sleep, I don't care what anyone says, I only get 5 hours, that's all I need. If you're not getting enough sleep, your body does not have downtime to heal itself, and then your illness and your unwellness gets worse and worse and worse. So I need to figure this out, and that's why at 2 o'clock in the morning, I am looking like the OG, or the original grandma, because I have a do-rag on and a hoodie and no makeup, and I'm suffering from something stressful, and I need to get to the root of it. And you're going to hear all about it and hear what I do to help me sleep, to help me eat, to help me poop, to help me get past a bad day, to getting a tooth filled, or whatever it is. You're going to hear about it, and I hope it helps you. But if not, this is going to be me journaling what I'm doing, so I can look back one day and think, man, I can't believe I was there. But look at all those steps it took me to get, and you did this. You did this, Stacy. You're better because you did this, and you accepted help from other people, and you made yourself open to change. And so I'm really excited about this. I think this is going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be completely uncomfortable. It's not going to be uncomfortable for me, but it's going to be uncomfortable for everyone I know, everyone I love, because anyone that knows me and knows my story is now going to know things that my family and friends don't want them to know about how we interact. But I need you to know, and I'm sorry for them. And I right now want to say, if you know me and you're going to be part of this, and I happen to involve you in this, and you're my family or my friends, I am so sorry that you got drug into this hot mess too. But that I love you, and I appreciate everything you've done for me. And whether you have been in my past and it ended badly, whether you're currently in my life right now and you're making things better, or whether you don't really know me, we're kind of just acquaintances and you have no idea what that means. You are in my life, or have been in my life, for a reason, and you are going to be part of this journey with me. And I have loved you for the part that you've played, And I continue to keep loving you for what this is doing for everyone. So keep watching because it's going to get crazy from here. Bye.